In this video, we're going to take you along on our trip to see the Paige and Broadwater Hollow Falls on June 24th of this year. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to hook the camera up when we drove down, so instead of having video of us driving down to the falls, we're going to have video of us driving back up. The creek crosses a road at a low water crossing, and it's around a sharp bend in the road, but just before you get to that bend, you'll notice that on the right or the left, there's a place that you can park your car and start out and make this hike. So what we did is parked on the left, walked down to the low water crossing, and we noticed this nice cascade and got a couple of pictures of this actually. And then the next thing we did was we ended up walking down the trail, and this is shooting back up the creek toward the low water crossing. And the creek was running pretty good this day because we had in the previous 36 hours about 3 inches of rain, so we decided this would be a good time. There should be a good flow across the falls, and we weren't disappointed. This photo shows me walking along the rocks and walking along the creek, and it's actually at the top of Paige Falls. Now what you want to do is circle back and go along the top of this. There's a trail, and it'll take you to a little less steep area so you can climb down and get below the falls. And once you get down there, you'll see this view, and this is Paige Falls. It's an 8-foot waterfall, and it drops into this pool. Now once again, we were there when the water was high, so the water's a little muddy from the 3 inches of rain that we had. Now this is a close-up view of Paige Falls, and it'll show you that the water flowing over it was fairly high on this day. Now this is a shot of me set up to take pictures of Broadwater Hollow Falls. Now to get to Broadwater Hollow Falls from Paige Falls, just follow the trail back up to the high trail, and then it's about 200 yards further on along the trail, and the trail will drop off down into the creek bed again, where you'll have a view of Broadwater Hollow Falls. These next few shots are at the bottom of Broadwater Hollow Falls, and it's a 21-foot cascading waterfall that ends up in this pool below. So here's a shot of Bill standing beside the falls just to give you a perspective of how tall the falls are. And then finally, this is a close-up of Broadwater Hollow Falls. And now we'll show you the drive out in a video. And you can see the road is pretty rough, but I made it down in my two-wheel drive Kia Sorento, so it's not completely that bad that you have to have a four-wheel drive, but I wouldn't take a low car down there because there are some places where the road has gullies washed out of it, and it can get a little bit hairy, especially after a 3-inch rain like the day that we went down. that's our trip to Paige and Broadwater Hollow Falls. Please be sure and subscribe to our channel and look us up on Facebook and follow our page there. We'll have links to our blog post, and we also have pictures that don't get necessarily published on the blog that you might like to. So, as always, we appreciate it, and thanks for watching.